Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses. I'm going to give you a little tip today that can save a lot of time when you're working with maybe your wilder horses. We're over here at Rebecca Bowman's doing some work on some Mustangs, and this is a little trick that I've discovered it's been a few years, but I showed some people the other day and they were quite impressed. So get yourself a little pole, depending on how close you can get to your horse. And maybe you got it roped. Maybe a lot of people, when they don't want to rope their horse, because when they get it roped, they don't know if they can get close enough to get the rope off. And so now the horse has, got a rope wrapped around it, and they might get tangled up and rope burned in it. So they don't rope a horse because they can't get the rope off. And say, don't do that unless you have some skill in roping and the facilities that it's not going to get injured while you're doing that. But you've got some pretty good stuff, and the only thing stopping you is that you might not be able to get up close enough to it to touch it. I want to get my horse so I can touch it, and I'm going to show you that in another video. I'll link it over here, how to get your first touch on a Mustang, a wild horse. And then once you get that where you can touch him, where you can reach out there, you're probably going to be 6-8 foot away, but you could touch it with a pole. When you get that done, and then you can rope it, well, you can reach out, use that pole and get that rope off. And how I do that is I use a painter's pole here, and then they have these little paint rollers. This is a little one. I think it's a 2-incher, but it's just a little roller for trim and this and that. And it's a threaded, normally they have a threaded end on this end that threads onto here. So this little paint roller metal piece, it's a really nice little hook. You can hook the rope or your lariat. Maybe you've accidentally roped a foot, or maybe you got a front leg in the loop and you need to get it bigger. As long as you can get close enough and rub him with a stick, and then you can use this to grab that Honda and pull it bigger and get that rope off, it will kind of save your bacon a little bit when you're first learning how to rope, or you're roping a wild horse and maybe you're not the most experienced roper, or you rope one and you only have an hour to work and your horse is a little bit more worried than you thought, and so you're not going to be able to get up there and put a halter on it and take that rope off. You're going to have to do it just by getting him to face up a little bit, and then you're going to use your hook to get that lariat off. So really good, pretty easy to find. Any hardware store will have them. Yeah, get the strongest one, or the most durable one you have. Don't buy the cheapest one you can find. So there's also another one. Now I just saw this the other day, and I thought, well, that's a pretty cool, so I had to go buy one. I'll leave a link to it. This is Ever Sprout. It's a little hook. Advertising, they were using it if you needed to grab something, if you're on a boat or something and you need to grab a dock or maybe another boat to pull in. Just a little, goes on the end of same thing, goes on the end of a pole. It's got a little hook. It's heavy duty plastic. The nice thing is it's rounded. There's no sharp edges on it. So, you're gonna be able to, hook, maybe you have a drag rope on your horse, and you can reach in there and snag that thing, or there's a rope, he's kind of standing on it. You can reach over there and grab it and pull it back to you. So yeah, it's kind of a really neat little tool that I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you're working with wild horses, get yourself an extendable painter's pole here. Get something that's durable. No, don't get the cheapest made in China thing you can buy. This one's Rooster. Rooster one, made in the Rooster Brush Company. I think they're in Rooster, Ohio. Rooster. Anyway, really kind of a cool tool to use when you're working with your Mustangs. Even I've used a little pole with a hook on it when I'm roping cows, because I'll be practicing and I don't have somebody there maybe to heel it, to get my rope back. So I'll head one, get short, get it stopped, and then I'll get up there, get a stick, and then get my Honda off and get it loose so that I can go do it again if I don't have a breakaway or something. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little tool. Anyway, hope this tip helps. Catch you guys later.